have the Chia-Hua custom cues right here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This lovely arena is brought to you by Schuler Bauer Real Estate Services. This is now officially the Schuler Bauer Real Estate Services Arena, and we are going to take it with us on tour, the WPBA. So let's give a round of applause for all these awesome sponsors. I'd like to thank Fort Worth Billiards. If you want to order anything in the billiards world, you can go to Fort Worth Billiards Superstore online. There's another one of our great sponsors. Aramith Balls, Simonis Cloth, Littman Lights. Who's ready for semifinal number 2? Go! This first player won her first world championship back in 2010. From Austria, it's Miss Jasmin Ouschan. And her opponent, she won the Canada Open back in 2022. From Taipei, it's Chen. Players may approach. Good luck. Let's cheer them on.
All right, welcome everyone to the 2025 ONEIDA Women's World 8-Ball Championship. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and I'm in the booth with Mika Immonen.
Hey Lonnie, how are you?
Oh, great. All right, so we're going to watch these ladies lag for the first break. It is alternate break thereafter. Race to 8. This is the semifinals. One of these ladies will be advancing to the finals of this World Championship.
Well, we saw Jasmin with an impressive closeout for the night yesterday, and well, I wasn't, Amber was playing at the same time with
her and Bean. She played Bean Hung from Australia. They had a really tight back and forth match. Not quite the same as what we witnessed with Jasmin over Kristina Zliteva. Jasmin's performance was a bit more dominant. Amber's was a little bit more grindish.
Tighter,
you know? Yeah. She did come out victorious at the end.
Sometimes it's good to have a grind, gives you confidence when you survive one of those tough matches.
Right.
Coming into this stage of the event.
So Amber Chen to break.
Interesting that she's breaking from the rail. But she's productive. Both balls behind the head ball went into the side pockets, so they'd be pretty happy with that. I imagine she's going to take the stripes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe she could even bump into the 9 a little bit, make it available for, or not. It's not necessary. It goes in the other pocket as well, but I wonder what she's going to do with the 15. Is she going to leave that for later? I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, can she take it now? No, that's a little
it's
tricky.
a little far, but I would try to get rid of it pretty soon. I don't want to leave it before the 8, just before the 8. It's not great positional value there. A lot of traffic around it, so imagine she want to take care of it as soon as possible. And that's what she's doing. I kind of like this pattern here. She's got so much room there in the middle. Use the rail, go between the 4 and 6, and then come back here for the 14. Seems a bit short, though.
Yeah,
she needed to power that.
Yeah, a little light on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised. She needed to come hit 2 rails just to have a little bit more margin.
Now these ladies are on a 40-second shot clock with 1 extension per rack, 60 seconds after the break.
That looks like a really pretty good shot, but it's pretty easy to play safe from here too, though. But she almost got behind the 14 there.
And actually, where she's left Jasmin will have the opportunity to open up those balls, the 1, 3, 5 down there, and make them more playable.
Yeah, totally. Maybe go behind the 6, 7. It's a big area. I'm wondering if she could go between the 5 and 6. She would probably have to put a lot of spin on it, but like try to get contact on the 9, maybe even call it. Who knows? But if she can hit those between those 2 balls, maybe she won't even leave Jasmin a shot. Oh, she's trying something else. 2-rail kick combo into the corner.
Yeah.
It's creative. But she's going all in then,
Well,
she has to hit this
first
with
rack,
pace.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 9's got to travel quite a distance, so she will have to put some pace on the cue ball.
Does the 14 cover that pocket? That makes it a little bit trickier unless Jasmin can squeeze the 5 between the rail and the 14. I imagine that's what she's going to try to do. But almost, turn out quite tricky.
Does she hit this with some pace to move the 14 out of the way, Mika?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Really, it's her only option at the table, but...
Yeah, and she can come around 2 rails. Well, let's see, that's the problem. You have a good point there. I mean, she needed to catch it with a little bit more pace to move it out of the way. Still, she's got all the advantage here. Nice breakout shot from the 7.
Yeah, and with the 1 lane right there, she'll have an option.
1 and the 4 by the side.
Yep.
Insurance balls.
This is where when you're going for breakouts, you want to do it early, and you want to do it so with options to work with afterwards. You don't want to wait till the end of the rack.
Yeah. Might as well go for the 1. Wow. That's a bit of a shocker. I feel like she kind of jumped up on that one a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I caught it a little fat. Maybe just settling in.
Yeah, I mean, hate to say it, but maybe took it for granted a little bit. Now, Amber's probably going to try to make both balls. It's possible, but you have to hit it really, really nicely. And maybe bring the cue ball all the way down here just in case. And try not to leave Jasmin a shot. That's not good enough. You have to hit a little bit more pace, maybe a touch of inside English even. She could have had both balls blocked.
Yeah, and she definitely overcut the ball. Usually when you overcut the ball like that, you get a little more pace on the cue ball, but hers just kind of died.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of liked her just like not even trying to make it, just play the cue ball all the way down here and, get
One
the
or
advantage,
other, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't leave Jasmin with a shot and then all the pressure's on her because she would have had a ball in the pocket and Jasmin would have to like go for something, maybe bank on the 2. There's little strategic things that you have to think about when you're playing 8-ball.
All right, there you have it. Jasmin Ouschan taking rack 1 in this number 2 semifinal. So Taum is one of the sponsors of this event. Mika, you're here representing them.
Yep, I got my Taum hoodie on.
Yeah, you're rocking it.
Yeah, we're pleased to cooperate with this event and in the future.
Well,
hopefully.
we thank you. Yeah, we thank you. The racks have been fantastic.
Yeah. Glad we were able to pull it together.
Well, it's a good company. I will say I really enjoy the V10 chalk, and I think that a lot of people would agree with me in saying that it's made me able to wear white to play pool again.
I know. I do like, you can wear like light collars without worrying about getting,
chalk everywhere.
permanently dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic product.
It's one of the edges.
All right, so Jasmin Ouschan to break. This is rack number 2.
Yeah, she was crushing the break yesterday. See if she can keep up. A little bit off center, but she made a ball anyway. I wonder if she can see the 14. Just looking at it. Because the stripes would be probably a better choice right now.
Well, if you look at the shadow of the balls between the 3 and the cue, there is a gap. I just can't tell how far under the 3 the cue ball is.
She could probably take solids as well if she can get from the 6 to the 3, but I think she's preferring she can go rail first and hit the stripe in. It's a little, the tricky part about this rack is like how to get to the 9-12. Gotta like figure out that part of the run. I'm sure she wants to address that pretty quickly too. I am not sure about that one, and I think she overhit it. She was trying to stay on the 15, and then she would have had a good chance to get between the 12-9 for a position, you know?
Yeah, and I think as soon as she addressed the cue ball, she knew it.
She knew.
She came up off the ball very, like, oh boy, here we go.
Does she,
She's
did she
calling
call
the
something?
10. Yeah, she's calling the 10, so she may have to put a little swerve on the cue ball.
Well, she's blocked the pocket, at least, you know, I'm sure that was part of the plan. The 7's in a tough spot for Amber. And
Yeah.
here, this is one of the situations where I would actually play safe. I wouldn't even go for anything because it's like, if you don't have a full run out, don't even take any of the traffic out. I would play a thin clip off the 6 and go behind the 4-3. Doesn't make any sense to make this ball right now.
No, because it actually still favors you to leave that ball there.
Okay, well, she's not making it, but it's not in a better position. I mean, if she's going to play safe, you might as well go behind your own balls.
I think her intention was to put it closer to the side pocket, leaving her a breakout opportunity. But she got a funny clip off the 11, so.
Yep. Yeah, she wanted to get in a breakout position for the 7, but this hasn't really turned out that great.
And the ball in hand would have been better suited. It would have helped her more, in my opinion, than the breakout
she could have played
ball.
the 7 in the corner, you know,
absolutely.
and the long corner from the short side. I'm not sure how Ember's. Does she have a lot of 8-ball experience, or is she a little early match jitters, and you know, maybe she's gonna try this. I mean, she's going for it.
Now the good thing is here is if she doesn't pocket the 6, she's very likely to leave Jasmin doubled up on some stuff. But
I just don't like making any balls if I don't have a full game plan.
There you go. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, it's just you're removing traffic from the table, making it easier for the other person if you don't end up running out.
Right. Agreed.
And now it looks like she's going to play safe here. But where's the 3-ball going? Is that going to be any benefit? Yeah, this turned out okay. I mean, she can do some damage from here if she not, but I doubt she's going to get ball in hand.
No, Jasmin can see the 11, so I just don't think she has any offensive shots.
That's right. See if she can do anything defense-wise, kicking or direct hit. Maybe she could see the 11 fully. See how this is going to turn out. Wondering, would be pretty gutsy, but try to make the 3 off the 10, and then make those solids available for the corner.
Yeah, that's possible.
Or play the 2 and come down towards the traffic. I don't know what's going on here.
That's super risky.
Yeah. Balls. Yeah, this is going to be a long rack here.
Jasmin could just swing at this 12, 7, 10 combination and just break everything wide open. Think that'll work? Probably not.
Yeah, that would be maybe a little bit risque.
Just a little humor, folks.
What about like coming off the 9 and going, between 15, 10, or she's coming off the 11. Yeah, maybe go behind the 10 even. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
Very good pace.
I think that was a much smarter shot. I think she took too much risk, I think, going off the 9. So I think that
Yeah,
was
it didn't have
well done.
it didn't have a good angle coming off the 9, and this is good.
3 balls, flat line.
Just call it the 3 just in case.
Oh, the crowd liked that one.
Great effort. It was important still to hit the ball and not get ball in hand. This is still tricky to get out here.
All right, so Jasmin is a Predator-sponsored player, so she just removed her Predator extension and added a longer one.
Yeah, I'm not sure she's going to like that one, but there's a lot of defensive options here still. Maybe just nudge yourself behind the 10 again. She's gonna try to jump here over the edge. If she can jump and hit one of those balls downtown, she's gonna leave a long shot, even if it doesn't go in.
So she's calling the 3.
But it looks so close to the 10, it's tricky. She got the contact. Oof.
Okay, so before the camera angle moved, we could see that Jasmin could see the 9.
She could see a piece of it, but is it enough to make it?
Well, and I actually thought so. But she'd only be able to get out 1 ball in the 2 balls that are problems.
Can we get the angle back to the... Yeah, here.
Yeah.
I feel like she can definitely make it.
And she can draw over and bump the 15 and knock that ball open, but it still doesn't alleviate the problem with the 10. Oh, she used an inside ball.
Yeah, she's
very
released
well done.
the 10.
All right, there's 1.
There's 1.
Yeah, she only had 1 of 2. You know what I mean? She
right. But I mean that's not too bad, and she can do something here still.
Interesting.
Okay. And now what? Diagonal corner and clip the 5. I mean, it's pretty gutsy.
Yeah, the 15 doesn't bank, so.
Yeah, she's gonna try to play this shot and maybe clip the 5. The 15 indeed does not bank. Could be a really great shot here, but it's she's going all in, you know.
Yeah, you're either gonna look like a hero or a 0 on the shot.
Could be the shot of the tournament here. It's good effort, but she got a double kiss on the 5.
Didn't break anything up.
Maybe better for her that didn't break it up. Amber's still got work to do.
They are playing all ball fouls.
All right, so might as well take the 3 out and try to get position on the 2 to break out the cluster.
The 2 goes past the 8. She can break it out from the 7.
Yeah, no, yeah, she could go into the cluster now. A little top spin. Not sure if she doesn't like that, I guess.
All right.
I mean, I would have probably preferred that because the 2, yeah, like you said, 2 goes past the 8, the other corner. So, leaving it for the last shot, the breakout, is always a little
risky.
A little tricky, you know?
Yeah, it's risky.
She can hit it full, maybe get a shot for the side pocket. Wow, yeah, that didn't turn out too good. I thought she would hit it a little softer.
Well, now she's got a big tester coming up. This is not an easy shot. It's very difficult. And do you prefer these balls when they're off the rail like this, or do you like them more frozen or closer to the rail?
This is actually okay here. You kind of have a big pocket if you hit pocket speed. I mean, but still the cue ball is so close to the rail, so there's not a lot she can do with the cue ball. Ideally, you would want to go into the 12 after the rail, but for that you would have to put maybe a little bit of left spin, and that's always tricky when you're close to the rail, so you would have to kind of just guess how much the English is going to take, because it's going to be accentuated off the rail. That's a great shot right there. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, she hit it fantastic.
She hit it perfect. I mean, that was perfect. Great shot. It's a good tester.
Amber took a deep breath there. You can see she's in her moment. Great. Well done.
Yep.
Amber Chen taking rack number 2. The score is 1-1 in this race to 8. A good look at both of our competitors. Both of them settling. Amber doing a little tip work.
Yeah. Amber's one of the Team Mez player.
Oh, yeah. Part of the family, huh, Mika?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I've been with Mez for a long time. 21 years.
Absolutely great company. They've also supported some of the WPBA ventures, so shout out to Mez for their support as well. Do want to remind everyone, too, that one of the sponsors here for this event is Fort Worth Billiard Supplies. You want to go to billiardsuperstore.com, check out all the products that they have available. They've been doing business in the billiard industry since 1952. Trusted amongst the players. All right, Amber Chen to break.
Solid hit again.
Yeah, and she's cueing. She's bridging from the rail.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of power for being bridging from there.
Yeah. She hit it pretty square. But this rack is definitely a little tricky. A lot of clusters.
Yeah, she's the 9-1. Is the 7 goes past the 10, which I believe it does. I'm not
7?
opposed that the
I don't think it goes past the 10.
no. I was gonna say I wouldn't be opposed to the 9-1 combination to start.
Yeah. Well, the one still goes even if you don't play it now.
That's fair.
But it's going to be a thin cut, but from the one you could probably access the 710 cluster. But it's I mean there's a lot. Oh, it's a lot of work here.
Yeah. It's not a very straightforward wrap.
I mean I don't know what she's doing here. There's no position. Did she try to maybe play for the 4 on the side and overran it?
Is she's getting ready to jump?
Jumping. I guess maybe she was playing for the 6th ball anyway. And just landed a little short. I'm not sure if I favor jumping at this point when you can see one of your balls and maybe do something safety.
Yeah. If you're gonna make it, then I guess
that's.
jump
I
it.
mean, yeah, it's nice, but look at the layout. It's still like, what did she gain?
Now she's in the window of the 2 right now.
Yeah. Again, if you don't have a full game plan, it's all you're just clearing traffic. She's still gonna have a problem with the 7. She has to figure that out very quickly. Maybe you were right. Does it go past the 10? It did. Wow.
Her vision is
Still
much better
tricky.
than ours.
Still tricky here. Like, how does she, this is, you put all your marbles in a couple of like really tricky positions towards the end.
Yeah, I mean she's got.
She was
her
on the
last
2
shots
earlier,
are
right?
Both super positional.
Right. She was on the 2 earlier.
Yep.
And if the 7 went in anyway, yeah, so then can she get to the window here? That is the window. You have to be really good with the speed control here.
And I think she's falling in the line.
Yeah.
Well
That
played.
looks pretty good. Still got work to do though, getting on the 8. Just clipped that she was going to try to go past it, but yeah, now what? Bank. Long corner. It looks like a straight bank though,
She called the bank.
Just gotta hit it like nice and square. Yeah, she caught it just a little angle there, and it went wide.
Right, so she does get a little favorable bump that he does knock its way into the pink 12 ball, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. Jasmin, the ball goes in quite a few pockets.
Yeah. I believe the 12 goes in the side. Yeah, since the 7 ball went and she had position on 2 earlier, you know, like it was risky to leave that to the last shot before the 8.
Right, pretty textbook for Jasmin.
Mm-hmm. Hit in the side, I'm assuming. Just gotta put a little bit extra pace.
All right, there you have it. Jasmin Ouschan 2-1 over Amber Chen. Really wild out there by Amber.
Yeah, it was a lot of like tricky positions, but she's you know, relying on getting position of the 2 towards the end. Not sure if it was the right choice.
Dangerous, but she'd been working out a rack, and once she got in, she just got in too far and had to keep going. So unfortunately for her, she did miss the bank on the 8, leaving Jasmin a pretty open table to take rack number 3.
Yeah, at this level, if you clear the table and miss the 8, you know, you're probably 95% of the time you're going to lose the rack. Or maybe even worse.
Absolutely. All right, so Jasmin Ouschan will be breaking. Jasmin's breaking more head on, bridging from the table.
Oh. What do you like here?
I guess, well, I think personally, I don't like the stripes, but I don't know about the 9 ball.
Yeah. I think the 9 might pass. Does it go into past the 9, past the 6 ball?
My initial instinct was yes, that it went past the 6, but
if it does, then it's no problem.
After further
but
review,
not,
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Jasmin's sporting the Austrian colors on her shirt. It's kind of nice. It's got a nice shirt, actually. Sporty.
One of the questions I get regularly about Jasmin is everyone wants to know about her one long sleeve jerseys. Will always ask me about it. Like, what's the one long sleeve for and the one short sleeve?
That's funny because I actually also have a jersey that has one long sleeve, and I played the World Cup of Pool with my countryman Peter Mankonen one time, and we had this design made, and then I don't know, people were making fun of it. I don't know. It's like it was comfortable actually. Like the the bridge arm was long, and then your stroking arm was short, so it felt nice. I don't know what the big deal was. But,
because like I look so good in my jersey.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But that is the question that I get the most from the fans about Jasmin.
I should bring it back just in spite. But yeah. So yeah, she's not the only one wearing the one long sleeve. I think also Thorsten Hohmann had, I think I'm not sure if he came up with that design, but he was one of the first guys that I saw wearing it. So, and then some guys, like, they have an extra sleeve, so they'll just put, like they'll have a regular short sleeve shirt, but then they'll just have like a sleeve to put on the bridge arm.
Oh, okay.
It's one way to do it. But if you can get it all in one, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
So judging from how she's playing this rack, I think the 9 goes. And then that would make everything nice and easy. She'll probably have to play the 8 in one of the long corners or the side pocket. Yeah, so it does go, but I felt like she wanted to be a touch higher on the 9 just to get straighter on the 11.
Especially because the 8 doesn't
But then
pass.
now, I guess, considering how the 9's laying here, maybe she can just follow and play the 11 to the corner where the 3 ball is. It goes between the rail and the 3, and then she can have easy position on the 8. Just a slow roll. What do you think, side pocket or a corner?
I think she's looking at the corner, but I like the side pocket myself.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all available.
Shorter
so.
distance. This is kind of a little bit in between. Now she's got to have an angle. It's not like a gimme here. She landed kind of funny. It's a bit of a tester. I like the way she, prepared for that shot, like checking out the tangent line. Caught it fat, but no, it still went in.
Yeah, she got her there.
That's a good shot.
She got away with that one a little.
I thought it was gonna go
the
fat, but then it's still good. So Jasmin's got the edge now, but Amber still, if she can get back in this match, and she would be the one if it goes all the way to the end, hill, she'd be the one breaking. So it's always, when you win the lag, you have a little bit of an edge in the alternate break format.
Absolutely. I will say as well that I think that we have been seeing this quite often on tour here recently. A lot of momentum shifting right around someone will get 4 to 5 games up, and then it will shift.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if that happens here in this matchup for Amber. At the moment,
Unfortunately
Jasmin
for
is
Amber,
pretty
it's
dominant.
dry break. And but yeah, like you said, the momentum swings can happen, and a 2-game lead is nothing in this format.
Nope. Jasmin's looked very confident throughout the entirety of this event.
Yeah, she's got, she plays great patterns, and I feel like she knows when to go for, go for the whole
Mm-hmm.
run and when to play safe. And I don't think I can say enough like how beneficial it is to be a good straight ball player to become a better 8-ball player.
Yeah.
So it really helps pattern recognition and cue ball control and going into clusters. So many benefits.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the straight pool is just about pocketing the balls, but there's so much more to it than that.
Yeah. It's just the sheer abundance of choices that you have to like weed through. Once you start learning that pattern recognition and be trusting your gut with it, you'll start getting into the flow of things. And Jasmin just underhit this one. I think she was gonna try to play for the 9 ball on the side, and it just didn't run far enough. And so she's gonna have to play this tricky 14. She's got a full pocket, but this is a long shot.
Oh, and everything's fairly open for Amber in the event that Jasmin doesn't pocket the 14, so we'll see. I actually think
she's
Jasmin will be okay,
about
though.
80-20 favorite to make this shot.
Yeah.
And does she have position on the side for the 15, or did it just get covered by the edge of the 12? Looks like she's got a shot. The 12 is still kind of in a tricky spot. Wonder if she could take care of it now. I mean, she's on the 12 now, and do you want to leave it for later or just take care of it now? I would prefer doing the 12 now. She knows it. She's gonna have to go under the 5. Come back towards the middle of the table. Should be pretty easy. Well, she went between the 5 and 6. That's a good shot too. Okay, let's see how she maneuvers this position here. Can she go between the 6 and 8? It's pretty natural. Just have to be careful not to clip the 6. Commentator's curse, or?
No, I was just going to tell you it's okay, Mika.
I mean, that
don't
was
think
actually
it
not a
was
curse. It
you.
was just a oopsie.
You called
Hey.
it. I mean, it's just obvious. You know, she's seen it as well. She knew she was avoiding it.
I thought she was going to play a little inside, but then she was trying to go, I guess, between the 5 and 6, like with outside, and she caught the bottom of the 6. So I don't know. Can she see a piece of this 8 still to make it? She doesn't seem too bothered, so I'm guessing she might be able to make it.
And
Look
she
at that
drains
shot!
it.
Wow.
Well played.
Drain is the word.
Jasmin
Like,
Ouschan.
split the pocket, like, wicked.
Yeah, she gave a little fist bump there.
Yeah.
Letting everyone know that
I
she
don't
was
think she
pretty
had a
pumped
shot.
up. Yeah, 4-1 over Amber Chen, and I do believe Chen is taking her player break, which
Yeah.
she's allowed to do. So we'll also get up and stretch out here.
Yeah, that was a epic shot from Jasmin, and really puts her in a driver's seat in the match here. But do we have a commercial break or
I'm not sure. Let's see if we got a commercial we're going to throw.
hint?
All right, folks, so no worries. We're just waiting for Amber to return to the table. She does get up to 7 minutes if necessary, so it may be just a few more minutes, folks. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the 2025 ONEIDA WPA Women's World 8-Ball Championship. All right, guys, so the players have returned. Jasmin Ouschan will be breaking.
Yeah, this is a big break. If she can be successful in this rack, she can really make the gap even bigger and take a commanding lead.
I have talked to Jasmin quite a bit this year, and coming back full-time to pool, doing all her Euro Tour stuff, and one of her goals for this particular year was to get another World Championship.
Yeah.
So she's pretty determined.
Not too shabby.
She's on her way. It's likely.
She's on track. She's got a good good shot here to get the 3 in the side. Possibly looks like maybe a stop shot position on the 1, or maybe follow it, and depending if there's a touch of an angle. I think it's a stop shot actually. Yeah. Maybe low on the cue ball.
Maybe just a slide over just for a little bit easier cueing action as well.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's nice to have a little bit room to, you know, let your stroke out.
What do you think about the 8 ball? I mean, look at the position of the 8. It's pretty pocket specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, she need to move something there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she can do something. Well, I'm not sure. You know, you do have a good point. The 8 doesn't have too many pockets available. I mean, you could, if you get good shape on the 5, I guess you could play the 8 ball down here where the 7 ball is, but or if you leave an angle, you can cut it in the corner, but that's
Maybe leaving the
tricky.
6 for last, maybe an option. We'll see how Jasmin approaches these last 3 balls.
Yeah,
I
looks
think
like she
that'll
landed.
dictate more.
Yeah, she landed a little short on this one, I think. Yeah, and the 10 ball is kind of hampering the shot on the 7. You have to be a little bit jacked up, so that limits. Well, she can still play the inside English. Needed to have a good pace on this one, and she's just got there. I mean, I feel like maybe you play the 6 now, and then just run into the 11 and leave an angle on the 5, and then you take the long shot on the 5. But or you could play the 5 here and just go behind the 9. I kind of like that better actually now that looking at it. But still, the 8 is not like a gimme.
Now there's even more factors with a steep cut on the 6.
8 ball goes in the side pocket if you can slide over, you know, and leave an angle. It go between the 12, 13, but even that you would have to leave an angle. I'm wondering if she could just play a draw shot here and just slide uptown a little bit. That's what she's done.
Wow.
Take the cut shot in the
She
side.
did it really well.
Yeah.
Well played.
Gorgeous. She's on a mission.
Hey, there you go. Jasmin Ouschan, 5-1 over Amber Chen. Amber looks very comfortable.
Solid run.
Just kind of relaxing in her chair, waiting for opportunities.
Amber looks very nonchalant.
Yep. Jasmin looks very determined. Completely different looks. I do love this camera view, actually, when it gets in between racks, because you do kind of get to see the difference in the players at the table.
Amber looks like chilling, like a Zen mode, and then Jasmine's like the $1 million baby right there. Like, and
She is. She's absolutely ready to go. One of these two ladies will be
ready to get in the ring, you know?
Yeah, will have a seat in the finals against the Filipino Cheska Centeno, who we just watched defeat Margarita Fefalova-Steyer in a scoreline of 8-6. Cheska had a very nice showing there. Margarita also had a nice showing. She made a really solid comeback, trying to get back into that match. But
Yeah.
we'll walk away with a third, fourth place finish.
Well, still early game here. I don't want to get ahead of anything. But if it was Jasmin and Cheska in the final, that would be kind of two very fast-paced attacking players. You know, it would be an entertaining final.
Absolutely.
But
if Amber Chen has anything to do with that, that will not be the case.
Yeah.
So
we're pulling for a good match here.
Absolutely.
But she is gonna have to get on the board here. This is one of the racks where you need to establish something to stay in the match. I'm wondering if the 8-ball is available to both corners. I think we got confirmation from the production crew that the 8-ball is open. That makes it nice for Amber. I feel like this 4-ball is one of the key shots in this rack. I mean, maybe she can leave it last, play the 5-2-7, 5-2-7-4-8. This playing the 4 in a corner. I mean, she doesn't have a full pocket. I would be careful with this. I mean, really. I mean, she had a better position earlier. She was closer to the 4. Why didn't she play it then? This is not, she nailed it. Wasn't
two
super
for
easy.
her last. Yeah. She hit it good. She, had probably what, 3/4 of a pocket.
She had to hit it good, but like she was in a better position earlier, so I don't understand why she didn't take it then. But she's set on a pattern here.
Ooh.
Oof, that was a bit scary there. She clips the 15. It's danger. Little inside spin here.
Kill the cue ball off the left long rail. Good look at the 8 right here.
Wide open. This was an important run.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Amber Chen getting another notch in her belt. Score is 5-2 currently. In favor of Jasmin Ouschan. Jasmin will be breaking next. This is a race to 8. One of these ladies will be in the finals against Cheska Centeno from the Philippines. Special thank you to Chia-Hua Custom Cues for their presenting sponsorship of this event. They have gone above and beyond. They also have provided us with Players Arena, Players Lounge.
Yeah.
They gave us a great party.
Yes.
Very first night. Then they also gave us a great party for 4th of July. I mean, we've had some wonderful, wonderful memories made at this event, thanks to Chia-Hua Custom Cues.
Yeah, what a great family, great cue maker, and lots of tradition there, and it's totally family owned and run, and coming in the third generation almost.
Absolutely. You can see Joe.
Joe's
and
grooming his sons
Riley
to
and Jake at the
yeah.
top of your view.
Yep. They seem to really love the game as well.
They've been out playing on the 7-foot table in the lobby most of the weekend.
Yeah.
We've had all
I
their...
did Joe gave us a little tour of the company yesterday, so it was nice.
Nice. Fantastic.
Being there, got the t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously.
You've been there and got the t-shirt. All right. All right. So Jasmin Briggs does have some strange setup here in the ball lay.
Yeah. Although, if the 9 goes, I think it goes into the corner where the 4 is kind of hanging there, so it's not. But you have to get that position kind of figured out early on. And then again, if she gets, 12's there, you can play the 14 rail first and clip the 4 and just really open it up. And it would
Now
be
this is wild, but what about the 2-9-5 combo? It opens everything up.
yeah, well, that's there. Take a walk on the wild side.
Yeah. Just so you guys know, I'm joking at home. Anyone who's watching, I'm just having fun. All right, so she figured it out. It took her a second.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting though. Like you still have to be wary of the 8-ball because it doesn't go into the corners. So you have to get like nice shape on the 9 to maybe bump the 5 a little bit and play the 8 on the side.
So you may have to leave. I mean, is there a chance you have to leave that ball for last?
Or how about this? You play the slow roll the 12 in, play the 14 in the corner, play the 9 up from the short side, and stop shot, and then you have the 8 on the side.
Yeah. That's always an option as well.
Okay, she's going on that side. And she's got a decent angle here. But again, she has to get a nice angle on the 9 to maybe bump the 5 a little bit and play the 8 on the side.
So she's going to be more determined to go above the ball than...
Yeah, above is better than
yes.
below, and this is a bit tricky here.
Mm-hmm. She may have to play this with
She's
a little follow.
It's a little short.
Would she have to move the 8
Maybe
from here?
maybe she can clip the 8 a little bit and still play the 8 on the side. Just have to be careful of the pace because the harder you hit it, harder hit the 9, the cue ball stays long on the tangent line. So softer. Maybe she can then follow it straight into the 3 and play the 8 on the other side. Yeah, that's it. That's
well
the shot.
done.
She didn't even have to go into the 3, but that was a good angle. And good observation from Jasmin. Really superb. And if she keeps playing like this, it's not really anything Amber can do because she's got a commanding lead and alternate breaks.
Yeah, and she continues to pocket balls on the break and have opportunities.
Right.
So, there's really not much that Amber can do except try to hold her serve and basically hope for a mistake from Jasmin at this point.
Kind of reminds me of the game yesterday. The quarterfinal against Slateva.
Yeah.
Just Jasmin got off to a good start and then she just never looked back.
Yeah, her confidence, she was exuding confidence during that match, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, you could feel it even from the booth. You could just sense how confident and comfortable she was in her moment right there.
Yeah, she's really fired up. And then earlier when she almost hooked herself, when she clipped into that 6-ball and she made that tricky 8, she did a little fist pump. So, she's really fired up.
She came in this morning. She was the only person here besides me early this morning. I came in to tear down some of our equipment, and Jasmin was in the back practicing.
Okay, so we got a ball in. And I'm just going to say right now, I think the solids is the way to go. Might want to play the 9-6 combo to start with, because the 7s block in the 10, so you know, really, best way to go here is just to play the 6 ball, right? Because at this point, when the cards are, when it's open, you can play the combination with the opposite, like the stripe into the solid, right?
Yeah, that is it. That is a legal shot, first shot after the break.
And then she can get on the 5 to get to the 7, possibly. Oh, she didn't even have to play the combo. But I probably would have played the combo anyway, so let's get to the 5. Not sure if I like playing all these balls uptown when you still have to get to the 7 later. Or is she just gonna...
Well, now I don't think she has an option. I think she has to play them.
She was on the 3. Oh, she was on the 5 and could play the bottom balls first. And then
agreed.
Keep access to the 7 for later. Because the 8's gonna be a little tricky.
Well, the good thing is, well, is she going to play the 7 now? Okay.
Yeah.
So she caught the window between the 8 and 11 there.
Yeah, I just...
I like the 7 getting to the 8, but...
Yeah, exactly. I just, this is like...
This is
the
backwards.
positional values of these last 2 balls are not great for the 8. Maybe she can play the 5 and leave an angle on the 3 and play inside English. Or, I don't know, maybe 8 in the side pocket? Just, it's not like ideal.
A little spin, trying to catch the gap between the 8 and the 13, and ends up catching the 8.
Okay, did she get a little lucky and she has a side pocket?
She definitely has access to the side pocket.
Worked out.
All right. A little all over the place, in my opinion, but she got it done.
She got the job done.
Amber Chen getting to 3 in this matchup against Jasmin Ouschan.
Yeah. the pattern was awkward, but she got the job done.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say, though, in 8-ball, sometimes you have to go with plans A, B, C, and sometimes D.
Yeah, she just doesn't seem to be bothered. Like she's just going about her business and just, I don't know. In the long run, when you have like those tricky positions on the 8, it's not always gonna work out so peachy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jasmin Ouschan will be breaking.
Yeah, this is
I thought it was.
a big break here.
Oh, I
It
thought it
is.
was
It is.
Jasmin.
It's Jasmine's break for sure. Yeah, she breaks on odds. 'Cause Amber won the lag.
Yeah.
And then this, successful break give her a chance to get on the hill. So this is definitely a big rack here. She missed the side balls, and this is a dry break, and just what Amber needs.
Absolutely.
An opportunity to close the gap.
I think Jasmin hit that with a little more pace than she's been breaking with, too.
Yeah, and she had a little, like, weird top spin on the cue ball. It didn't quite have the same effect as some of those other breaks when she, like, pops the cue ball. Kind of died down a little bit. The top spin. Let's see. I like the stripes here. I mean, I don't see why not, like, take care of the 11 right away. Why go for this super long shot here? I don't know. I don't know the mindset here. This doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, when she has a great starting shot available to her, it is.
Yeah.
Maybe to her that doesn't feel long. I don't know. Like,
I guess so. Yeah, from her perspective, maybe it looked easier, but that was definitely a long shot.
absolutely. I mean, 7 foot of distance isn't short, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe she sees something that we're not seeing, Mika. We'll just go with it.
Go with the flow, but hey, if I'm Amber, I would also just take care of the 9 when you're at.
You're
when
already
on it.
here.
You're right there. I mean, why there's no
connecting ball to that.
Yeah.
To the 9 ball. I feel as though maybe she trusts her shot making ability so much that she's not thinking strategically around the table.
Wow. Oops. I like that. What did we say? It wiped its feet before going in.
Banked it in.
Yeah.
That's another way of phrasing that.
All right, let's just Amber. Let's just take care of the 9, please. I'm just.
You're giving Mika anxiety, Amber. He needs you to take care of the 9 ball, please.
Do not leave it for the last ball before the 8.
I think there may be maybe there's a chance she's gonna get it right here.
Yeah, I guess so. Stun shot, play the 9 in the corner, and play, leave yourself on the 13.
Right, so it looks to me as though there's a chance she's leaving the 9 for last.
Okay,
she may be going from the 11 to the 9. Aiming for the 15 next, then she'll leave the angle on the 11. Or vice versa, she could be going from the 11 to the 9 right now.
Okay, well, if she took care of the 9, from the 11 to the 8 is easy.
Right, exactly.
I just don't understand why she wanted to leave it.
Yeah, she's doing
Not
a
on the
little bit
same
more.
page.
Yeah, she's doing a little bit more back and forth action.
Well, I mean, she could use the bottom rail to come back up if she leaves an angle on the 9, but still, like, some of it's just kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't like leaving the 8 for last from that position either, just simply because the 6 and the 5-3 block up a few available pockets. Like, it just, to me, seems backwards, but
Yeah.
she may be able to roll forward and shoot this in the left side pocket. Can't tell from here.
Well, yeah, I mean, she could come back from the bottom rail and maybe a little bit of right spin, but still, this is not an easy shot. It's not as easy as it could have been.
Right, exactly.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she tried that, but she's traded on the 8 side pocket, so that worked out.
She gave a little wave to Jasmin. I think she knows that she got the best roll there.
But second time she caught a roll on the 8, back-to-back racks. Dressed up.
Right, score is currently 6-4 with Jasmin Ouschan in the lead.
Yeah, and now it's Amber's break.
And now Amber is breaking this rack. That dry break on Jasmin was poor timing.
See, like, the fact that she left the 9, she almost put herself in trouble again. And I don't know.
Absolutely. Makes you question all the things, doesn't it?
Yeah, just, you know, she was on it earlier and she could have got rid of it.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about Amber to be able to tell you what her background is in 8-ball or in, in any of the games that she has played. I know that I've seen her win a 10-ball event.
I think she's definitely more of a rotation player.
Yeah, she definitely trusts her shot-making ability. She's a little more so than, just being dependent upon the patterns of the balls, letting the balls do the talking for themselves.
Well, this is not good news. Dry break. Just when you're creeping back into the match, and that's bad news for Amber.
Returning the favor to Jasmin after her dry break in the last rack.
It's a little tricky. I might go for solids here, really. I don't know if she can play the 11 directly in, or does she have to play the combo?
I think she can. I think she's got it clean, to be honest.
It works out.
Oh.
Almost tucked herself behind the 4, but she's got a shot on the 9.
What I'm more concerned with is, did the 4 take the pocket from the 14?
I think it's still available.
That's good.
It's a good call actually. Playing it
Oh.
off the ball. So now you open up the 8 for that corner. Wonder if she can just maybe bump the 7 a little bit, or maybe not even hit the 7 at all. Not much angle in 50. She might have to really hit this kind of hard if she's using the bottom rail. Like a stun shot. That worked out perfectly.
Well done, and she's got enough room to get the cue ball away from the rail after pocketing the 10.
Yeah. Just stay away from the 5, that's all.
This 8 ball will get Jasmin on the hill. All right, well done, well done. Jasmin Ouschan, 7-4
Yeah.
over
After a
Amber
dry,
Chen.
yeah, after a dry break from Amber. And Jasmin to break for the win. She holds the serve.
So did you happen to notice the Olhausen player chairs?
Actually didn't.
They're
now that
so
you
comfy.
pointed it out to me, yeah.
They're very comfortable, Mika. They have wheels on them, though. That's been a little interesting throughout the event, but
Oh, yeah.
but they're very, very comfortable. Olhausen brought them all in, and I do believe they're selling them.
As well as they're selling the tables.
Yeah, and I don't even know if there's any of them still available to purchase.
In any case, the website, olhausenbilliards.com.
Yeah, best place. That's where you go.
Yeah.
Even reach out on their socials as well.
Is this the new table they just launched?
Yes, this is the Tournament Pro Series table with, now this does have the standard WPA standard 4.5-inch pocket that is required for these events as far as sanctioning with the WPA. But they have the flush pockets, they have the AccuFast rails.
Yeah, I like the way the corners look. That's nice and flush.
Yeah, they play really well. And I'm assuming that soon they'll go into a production. But at the moment, these 10 tables are the only 10 tables like them on Earth. So.
All right, so if the 5 ball goes into the corner, I think we can. I mean, she has to get position on it now, like instantly. And then maybe she can bump the 2 and open up the whole run. 7 in the corner.
Yeah, it does look like it goes. I was looking at one of the production monitors.
Looks like she's opting for the stripes. This first position would have been too dicey. She's going to create a breakout pattern for her stripe that's lodged between 2, 5. I mean, she can get to that cluster from the 12 ball.
Yeah,
Maybe
she actually
maybe it
could.
requires a little better angle than this, though. Maybe she could play the 14 and then 12. Yeah, she's going to put some pace on this one. I think I prefer hitting the bottom rail first and breaking out the cluster. Yeah, that didn't turn out really good for her. Good effort. She was trying to just clip the 2.
Yeah, she's in a bad way here.
She's stuck here.
I wonder if she can thin the blue or the 10 ball and come underneath the try to maybe tuck up on that 11, 15. Can she thin that enough and miss 5?
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
tricky
That's
part
tough.
is, yeah, I don't think she can miss the 5.
Yeah, that's tough.
Maybe she could just leave the cue ball on the back rail. If she keeps the cue ball behind the 5, where Amber doesn't have a shot on the 2. Not sure what she's trying to hear. Maybe just lodge herself on the 2 ball. Or
Well,
she's left the 5 ball kind of funny, but you know, Amber could possibly access the 5 from here if she plays the 2 ball. I kind of like that angle, actually. 2 in the corner with the inside English. You know, you kind of going right into that cluster.
I'm not sure exactly what.
I don't know. Yeah, she's something else. I mean, this is a tougher shot than the 2,
I would agree.
and it doesn't really give her access to the 5, so it does go in the other corner, but it's kind of tricky to get position there.
Well, now she can get there, though. She can roll down.
Roll down and get like straight enough on the 2 where maybe she can stun down and play the cue ball on the short side for the 5. It's not too bad, but you have to get nice on this 2 ball. Prefer a little bit off the rail. That's a pretty good angle right there, actually. pretty good crowd.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? What a good turnout. Especially on 4th of July weekend.
Okay, I think she was trying to get a little straighter, but I think she can manage this. Maybe with a touch of inside spin. So a little bit left, and then maybe play for the 8 inside, right? But it's going to have to be a slow roll. So it's tricky when you're on the rail and you're playing the spin with inside. You're going to have to overcut and just, you know, let the spin take effect. Oops. Yeah, that's...
This time not a favorable bump on the 8 ball.
That's bad news. Well, she overcut the 5, and that's what made more movement on the cue ball. Like she hit it on the wrong side, cheated the pocket on the wrong side, and that was the problem. If she caught a fat cue ball, would have moved less, and she would have had a shot inside. What to do here? She's in a highly disadvantageous position here. Opponent on the hill.
All right. An opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you think? Go for the shot and in the side pocket, and maybe draw the cue ball. Just really let it rip. Either that or inside English. Oh, she's gonna take the 10 ball next. That's not bad, you know. It's a lot of distance. Maybe, yeah, she can come around 2 rails and play the last stripes in the other corner. But she's gonna have to hit this pretty smooth. Lots of draw. Try to kill the speed as well.
And the 11 does go past the 15.
Yeah, this is like a straight pull shot. That's
wow, what a great touch by Jasmin.
Perfect execution. Yeah. Is she straight enough on the 11 to draw it straight back, or does she have to take the 15? 15 it is. It's a simple bounce, and that's pretty much
this might be all she wrote.
Yeah.
Jasmin's going to have her place in the finals.
Pretty much, yeah.
And with this 8 ball, she'll be facing Cheska Centeno in the finals of the Women's World 8 Ball Championship.
Well played.
Congratulations to Amber Chen on a fabulous 3rd, 4th place finish. These ladies have played exceptionally well all week long. I want to say thank you to Mika Immonen for jumping in the booth for the semifinal and hanging out with me a little last night as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you to Taeyeon for supporting our event. We appreciate their support as well. Going forward, I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that relationship.
For sure.
My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you are watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube, produced by X-Pool. This is the 2025 ONEIDA WPA Women's World 8 Ball Championship.